Hi guys, welcome back to the channel again. So today's video tutorial will be a quick one. So recently I've been learning about networking. So just one of the tools that I've recently discovered, it's called Cisco Packet Tracer. So I'll be taking you through how to install the Cisco Packet Tracer, and then from there on the up and coming videos will show you how to actually use it. It's a free powerful tool that you can download from the Cisco website, and then you just need to register and then provide a email where they can send you the verification, and then you can complete the registration process. So just to save time, I've went and downloaded the, 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 the file that we need to install. So I'll go to my downloads. This is the file packet tracer. Then I'll right click, go back to downloads, then I can double click. Then what happens, it takes you to the user account control, and then you just have to read through, but I've already done this before. Then accept not accept, and then you can also click here to have more details. So I'll click on accept, then you'll see in the background, then it gives me the user license agreement. Then you must actually read through it if you don't understand what's going on. So but like I'm saying, I've done this before, so I'll accept, then click on next. Then it shows you the default location where the file will be stored, so I'll leave that default, that's fine. Then click next, and then it tells you that select the startup menu where you should set up place this program shortcut. So default, that's fine. I click next, and then it asks you if you want Packet Tracer to create desktop shortcuts for you. Then you can decide if you, so then you have to accept. You can choose if you wanted to create a desktop shortcut or create a quick launch. So I'll choose both, and click next. Then it tells you that the Cisco Packet Tracer it's ready to install. Then I'll just click install. Then we'll let it run through, and then once the installation is complete, it should give us a pop-up message or something letting us know that the process has been complete. But just to save time, I'll just speed up the video up until the whole process is complete. So as you can see, the software is fairly quick and easy to install, and then depending on your speed of your PC or laptop and your internet speed, you can actually do the whole installation in less than 10 minutes. I think so far it took us around 2 minutes, and we're on our 3 minutes mark now. So the only thing that's a bit data intensive or memory intensive is just installing or downloading the actual installation package from the Cisco's website. So we're almost done now, and then from there we'll just open the application and just take you through the graphical user interface, which is fairly simple, guys. But then Cisco also offers some training material for free on their website. Just have to go to the Cisco website and register, and then you can access some free training on Cisco's website. Then I think it should be about just complete. There. Then it tells that that is finished, so then let's launch it. Then I'll just take you through the user graphical interface. So as you can see, guys, it's pretty quick. So it's asking us if we would like to run multi-user when application starts, so you can click yes, it's fine. Then it should open up our Cisco Packet Tracer. So this is what the software looks like, guys. So you can see it's got a nice graphics, and then the only thing is that it's not an emulator, it's a simulator, guys, so you can only do so much. So it's asking me because my firewall might be blocking some things, then I'll just click and allow access, and then we should be good to go there, guys. So you can see this is our graphical user interface, and then it's asking me some things that I can close. So I had to log in first, so let's go again and try to log in, guys. So I'll search again, Packet Tracer. There, run as administrator. So remember I said you need to register on the Cisco's website, so that's where this logging in comes in, guys. So let's see, whilst it's opening. So there it opens again. So we just need to provide our user account or our user login details, and then we should be able to use the graphic user interface. So there, then let's see, keep me logged in, and then I can log in, click there, takes me to the website where I need to provide my user account details, and then I'm gonna put in my email, then log in. Obviously I won't show you my password, guys, but yeah, I need to put in my, then we should be good to go. Then it just authenticates, and then once it's done with authenticating, we should be able to use the software, guys. Looks like there's some connectivity issue. Allow access. Then because I'm in my home, then I can do that. So let's see. Should be good to go now. Let's see. Okay, we're good. You can see I'm logged in. Let's see if you can access the training now. No, I don't want to start learning. Can actually close this. Let's see if it's guys, so I think on the next video, because we're trying to keep it short, then we can try and diagnose what's the issue, because normally you just need to log in and then we should be good to go. So I'm not sure why today is giving us these challenges. So for now, thanks guys for watching, then stay tuned for the next video on how to resolve this issue. Thanks, and please don't forget to click like and subscribe, guys. Thank you, see you in the next video.